Okay, today's video we're talking about turkey. If you want to meet turkey, you would either get two breeds. You'll get broad-breasted bronze or the broad-breasted whites. If you want just a pet, you could get any breed. If you want a specific breed, just go search it up. One of my most favorite turkeys that I will use for pets is the Royal Palm turkey. We have these guys, the hens. We only had 2 hens and we had 8 tops, so 10 turkeys, and we used them for meat. And we haven't used the broad-breasted whites because, well, we just never used them, but we chose a broad-breasted bronze. And after we butchered our first turkey, because this is our first year, we have 2 turkeys that we butchered. We gave 2 to someone else, but that'll lead us to 6. We have 5. Well, one of our turkeys died because he got caught in that little thing up there. And so now we only have 5, but the broad-breasted bronze is so good. But I've seen a lot of people try broad-breasted whites. So you could try whatever you want, but I kind of recommend broad-breasted bronze, but you could get whatever. But we started out with egg chickens, where we had chickens laying our eggs. This little girl, she is the only chicken we have right now. We had a lot of chickens before we had turkeys, but they died, unfortunately, but she's the only one left right now. And we're going to get some more chickens, and they'll be for future's video. But here's one of our egg chickens. Looking for a meat turkey, you can order anywhere. I chose like a Tractor Supply thing. I didn't really care as long as I got turkeys, but I chose a random site. And usually they'll give you around they gave me 10, but there's some websites that'll give you 15. But if you're like, well, I want 1 turkey, why can't I just get that? Well, while they grow up, they could sometimes die. But luckily, we never had ours die, but they could die. And if you had like 3 turkeys and you had to grow them for like 7 months, or how long you want to wait to butcher it, but that would be risky if you wanted 1 turkey or 2. So we only butchered 2 turkeys, and we only have some left. The reason why we have some turkeys left is, well, because of a breeding project. I wanted, instead of buying more turkeys like some people do after their season of Thanksgiving is over and stuff, usually then they'll just buy more soon off of the same website. But I decided to get fertile eggs and then hatch them out. That's why in future's video we have a surprise on another video, but I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll explain it in that video. She's already getting ready to lay. If we had to get 10 turkeys, there are like 8, or I forgot how much, but there are $10 an egg. So it was pretty expensive. I think it was $8 an egg, but so we had some. So we're in future's video, we're gonna get Royal Palm turkeys, and that'll be a lot of fun. The reason why we're getting them is for decoration value, and I don't know, and they also help with the insect stuff because they're good insect trackers. Except for these guys eat grain, this stuff, but the Royal Palms will just eat all the bugs, so that would help us. And let's see, we're thinking about getting cows, but here it's a desert because it barely rains. That's basically what a desert is, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna let's go to the feed. Hens, well, when they were babies, I would start off with the starter feed with some protein. Well, some meals were it was kind of a lot, but some protein. But then, we had all these guys together, but then once we moved them here, we stick to a grower feed, for the rest of their life. But we learned that they might die, and if I wanted to get eggs, they might get too heavy and break them. They did to 3 eggs, so that's why I moved them to the incubator. And that, again, first we gave them a starter feed when they're little baby poults, but as they grew, we gave a grower feed, and for the rest of their life. And we learned that they'll get too heavy and they might hurt them while breeding and stuff. And if they lay on eggs, they'll squish them and crush them. So we had an idea, and once they were 3 months old, we would give them some scratch grain, some of this mixed with some grower feed, and then soon we just stick to just scratch grain. And then now we have them separated because of the eggs. As there's just scratch grain over here. This is kind of has some protein feed in it, so mixed with scratch grain. And we also got some oyster shells for them laying eggs. And the chicken, too. I don't think. Oh, you got off the nest already? Alright, so. But I'll talk more with it. I heard they just eat grain. They barely eat wheat, but they mostly eat grain. And then the whites, they eat mostly wheat and not grain. So they ate a lot, but they're still good, so we're keeping them. But if you want a white, I heard they forage way better. Is what I heard on this channel right here. This channel really taught me a lot about birds and incubating, and the reason why I like that channel is because, well, I already told you why, so I'm just gonna cut. Watched them before I ordered these guys, but so this is our first year growing turkeys, and we did learn a lot. But with the channel White House on the Hill, it taught me before we had the eggs, but it taught me a lot more having these guys. And they're pretty tired before it gets cold, because if you could order them in the spring. I ordered these guys in July, but you could get like them at the summer and stuff anytime, as long as it's not cold. And if you do get them at cold and they still sell, that's okay, as long as you have like a really, so like those red light bulbs, they produce more heat than normal heat lamps, so I would use those in the winter. Luckily, well, last year we had it got down to 3 degrees, but this winter, now it's spring, but this winter it's not as bad. It kind of got down pretty cold, but the lowest it was like 18 degrees, so we were fine. But so if y'all want to get turkeys right now, or chickens or ducks or whatever, then y'all could go do the search up turkeys, broad-breasted bronze turkeys, broad-breasted whites turkeys, or any turkey, and it should have it. If you go to shop, you could order it anywhere. But I don't really trust UPS if they use UPS, but if they do, one time they used CPS and they were just fine. So I was really thankful for that. But I will see y'all guys in the next video. I mean FedEx, so if you work at UPS, sorry, but I meant FedEx. And if you work at FedEx, I'm sorry, but not as sorry. But yeah, FedEx just throws their packages. Not trying to hate or complain or anything, but yeah, the first turkeys didn't really, FedEx did a pretty good job, so I guess, but yeah, ignore this. The noise is right there, because this is going to be a spoiler of the next video. I think it's the next video. But yeah, as soon as this comes out, just wait for the next video. I'll premiere the next video, because it's going to be crazy. And it's not really crazy, but it's just like a normal hatching video. So I probably won't premiere it. But yeah, you heard enough from me. So just get a turkey. Don't get them in the winter, but I guess I'll just see y'all in the next video.